What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm using a Gurdurr team, created by a friend of mine, the Darth Bear. Thank you for creating this team, it is so creative. Gurdurr, the pre-evolution for Conkeldurr, gets to use an Eviolite, so it's pretty tanky. But what you're really using it for is its array of support moves. It gets access to Wide Guard, which a lot of people might not even know, because like, who's gonna fight a Gurdurr? And also coaching while being slower than Calyrex. So what you can do is you can get up Trick Room, either by using a redirection with a Moongeist or Indeedee, or by wide guarding a spread move that's coming at Calyrex. Get the Trick Room up and then start coaching it over and over and over, and just run through the opponent that way. That doesn't necessarily work all the time, but it's Regulation I, so we have another restricted. We've got Dawn-Wings Necrozma with a Life Orb. Put this thing next to Indeedee. If the opponent doesn't have a Dark type, Expanding Force can just blast. The rest of this team, I already mentioned Amoongeist. It's just an Amoongeist. Have fun with it. And finally, we've got Muk here. Muk is trying to redeem itself after the Smeargle incident. But it's a good answer to Shadow Rider. It's got huge special defense plus an Assault Vest. Tera Bug is good defensively. You can resist the ground, which is your only weakness, without becoming weak to a lot of other moves. Knockoff, Crunch, Poison Jab, Drain Punch, just some decent coverage. Muk isn't the strongest member of this team. I'm really going to be focusing on Gurdurr here, but Muk will probably show up. But anyways, let's jump into these battles. Alright, we've got Calyrex-Ice Groudon. They've got Chi-Yu Flutter, they've got Tornadus, and they've got Rock Pond. So it's probably a fast Calyrex. And we're almost min speed, not quite min speed, but very, very slow Calyrex. So Trick Room benefits us greatly. Tera Fire Calyrex, pretty cool. Good into Chi-Yu Flutter lead. Not great into Groudon, but we can redirect any single target move. The only thing that would be really worrisome is a Groudon Chi-Yu lead. Cali and Dieters should handle anything else. If we have Gurdurr as well, we could always just swap in, tank some hits, protect Calyrex, and then wide guard. The question is whether I want Necrozma. I think I do. It's not great into Chi-Yu, but it's fine into most of the other stuff. Amoongeist isn't that great because of the Rock Ogre Pond. Muk doesn't do a whole lot offensively and is weak to Precipice Blades, which is the thing I'm probably most afraid of. But it's okay into Flutter. It's okay into their Cali, kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna just bring these four. Muk, definitely an option, but probably not the play. That's what I'm going with. And no trainer card. That's sad. Alright, what do we get? Groudon Chi-Yu. Okay, isn't that exactly the thing I said I didn't want to see? Okay. Alright, we're going to protect and Trick Room with Indeedee. That's the play. We don't live the double up with Indeedee. Wait. Groudon's slower than our Indeedee. That's a no-speed Groudon. Huh. But yeah, we protect. What's our Tera Grass? That's not gonna be it. Yeah. We just Trick Room with Indeedee. If Indeedee lives the double up, we get Trick Room, and we're in a great position. If Indeedee doesn't live the double up, we can bring in Gurdurr and try again. Now, they don't have a way to get rid of terrain. Dark Tera Groudon. Starting to regret the Necrozma break. Overheat into Indeedee. Insane. And Crunch? into Calyrex. We get the Trick Room. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna the Chi-Yu is a lot less threatening now. I think I go Tera Fire, Glacial Lance. I could bring in Gurdurr. I do still have to worry about them swapping to Precipice Blades here, of course. Fire, Glacial Lance. If they have Crunch, they're probably Assault Vest, so I don't think Alluring Voice is going to get me anywhere. So I'm gonna Tera, Glacial, swap in Gurdurr. Hope they just didn't click Precipice Blades here. They totally could, though. A swap of Chi-Yu makes sense. They're probably choiced to go into their own Calyrex-Ice. This is a good position to have my Gurdurr in, at least. With the coaching boosts, if we don't get wrecked here, at least. Alright, this is my call. See if it works. There's Glacial Lance. This should do some decent damage to Groudon either way. Yeah, almost half. Oh no, it's Blades! We lived up. I think it's another Lance plus coaching. Their Calyrex could high horsepower ours. Depends on if they're max speed, min speed or not, because we are not min speed. But I'm gonna bet that they're a little bit faster. I'm gonna Glacial Lance and coaching. Groudon hard swap is interesting. They very much feel Assault Vest to me. Cali Protect is beautiful. Oh, that could not go better. I will take that. Free coaching. A critical hit on the Ogerpon. Yeah, that don't matter. Do I want to... I don't want to stall out Trick Room turns, so I want to just keep hitting. Glacial Lance. I will coach again. Hopefully, now that I'm at +2, I have a chance of living high horsepower. And we are, in fact, a slower Calyrex, which is huge. Good damage into their Cali. Ogerpon is gone. It chose not to protect, which is a choice for sure. Oh, and they just throw Lance. Yeah, we'll definitely live that. Gurdurr's still around too. Love it. Last turn of Trick Room. Groudon's toast. So I just Glacial Lance to get rid of Groudon. Go for another coaching. Because Groudon, if I'm correct about it being Assault Vest, it's not getting out of here. Not escaping this turn unscathed. Their play is going to be to protect Calyrex, let Groudon go down, win with their last 2 mons. Which, once Trick Room expires, could be doable. We've got a low health Indeedee, a low health Gurdurr, a low health Calyrex. We got a huge defense stat. And they're letting us hit Calyrex again. I'm not sure if it'll get the KO, but it might now that we've got all these attack boosts. Yeah, we take out the Calyrex too. Oh boy. That's 2 more attack boosts. Is this +6 Cali? Is this a +6 Cali right now? I think I got 3 coaching and then 3 KOs. I think that's +6 Cali right there. Sun's done, Terrain's done, and Twisted Dimensions are done. Oh, Twisted Dimensions, then Terrain. You gotta know the orders of these things. Come on, Jordy. What are you doing? I swear, if their last mon just sweeps, that would be hilarious. I don't think we've even seen it. What did they have? They had Tornadus. They had... Oh yeah, they had Chi-Yu, of course. You know, if anything's gonna sweep. They already burned Tera. +6 Calyrex. Love it. See, I'll just try to get Trick Room back up. And go for Wide Guard. I don't think they're going to fall for this and click Heat Wave, but if they do, that would be really funny. I guess that makes sense. Your best bet is thinking, okay, I can knock out Gurdurr with Heat Wave. If I crit the Calyrex with Heat Wave, or if I'm Specs or something, get the KO. You can't Tera, so I can just Glacial Lance, Drain Punch, because they don't miss. +6 Glacial should be enough after a Drain Punch, I think. Drain Punch probably enough, I think. Gurdurr probably one-shots Chi-Yu. I know you're fast, but I don't necessarily know that you're Choice Scarf. I'm not gonna Wide Guard again. You can Heat Wave. Go for it. I am assuming they're Choice Scarf, so I don't know what's gonna take them so long to choose. Could just be thinking through the game mistakes they made. Letting me take the Calyrex was a big one. Never by horsepowering my Calyrex is another. I don't know if you would have got the KO necessarily, but yeah, Drain Punch one-shots Chi-Yu. Bye! Gurdurr with a KO. And we're back in the green. Oh, beautiful. +6 Calyrex game. Love it. Good game for Gurdurr. Ah. GG. You should get a trainer card, though. Alright, we've got Koraidon Terapagos. They've got Rillaboom, they've got Incin, they've got Fluttermane, and they've got... Oh, they've got Waterpon! I miss her. Let me see. Gurdurr could be good in the late game. Hit Terapagos super effectively, throw up Wide Guards so it can't do what it's wanting to do. But in the early game, Psyspam has to worry a little bit about Incin. We have Tera Water, Tera Blast, but that'll make us weak to Rillaboom. Calyrex does pretty good, honestly, against all of those mons. So I don't hate Calyrex. I do anticipate Goggles Incin, so I think it's Indeeders Calyrex and back Necrozma-Gurdurr. I think that could work. Muk with Assault Vest, it can definitely take hits from Terapagos, but it can't really do anything back. It's more of a Shadow Rex answer. And a Moongeist, I mean, a Moongeist is a Moongeist. A Moongeist is fine. But they got a Grass type. They've got presumably one Goggles, and they have Ogerpon, so they can redirect Spores if they want. So I think these are the right four. I think it's an Ice Horse game. It's definitely a Gurdurr game, so we'll see what Gurdurr can do in this game. You know, Wide Guard endgame versus Terapagos, totally valid. We might just even try to knock out everything else. Oh, that's a cool trainer card. You know I love Fire Ghost types. Terapagos and Koraidon. That is not at all what I expected to see. Okay. Well, sorry, Indeedee, but Koraidon's about to eat you alive. I guess if they want to get around Glacial Lance turn 1, they need to Tera their Koraidon or leave. So I guess it's just follow me Trick Room. I guess we could follow me Lance, but I'd rather just get the Trick Room up. I don't want to have to Tera fire my Calyrex, because then we're going to be weaker to Terapagos. And losing Indeedee ain't bad. If we get Trick Room up and get a second Pokemon in here, perfectly fine. And with the amount of damage they can put out here, I'm not going for Glacial Lance plus Trick Room. That would be insane. Alright, they are going to pop Tera turn 1. And it is Koraidon. Okay. No spread moves from Terapagos. Interesting choice. Valid, honestly. That means the Gurdurr's Wide Guard is a lot less valuable. They just lock Collision Course. Not even Flare Blitz. And Indeeders lives on 2! Let's go, Indeeders! Life Orb Koraidon. You just ate that? Well done. Well done, Indeeders. Here, have a Trick Room. Well, I can Tera safely now. So I think I'll Tera Fire. It doesn't really hurt me against anything. I'll just launch a high horsepower at Koraidon. And I can bring in Necrozma mostly safe. I think I will. I would love to just bring out some offense. Gurdurr can come in later and help finish off the Terapagos. I guess bringing Gurdurr hard in was a decent option too to start poaching the Calyrex. I'm not sure which one was the right call. But I like swapping Indeedee because they have Rillaboom in the back. So resetting the Psychic Terrain could be useful later. Alright, they let us high horsepower Koraidon, that's nice. They get Earth Power into Calyrex. Did you just call that, Tera? And they switch to Dragon Claw on the incoming Necrozma. Ouch. Alright, Calyrex should be slower, faster than... Yeah, Calyrex is going to move first. So Glacial Lance finishes off Koraidon, breaks the shell, and then we get to Expanding Force into Terapagos. Which, at +1 special defense, won't KO. And they're gonna, what, take out... Are they able to take out Calyrex now? Maybe could be their play, or... I don't think they would go after Necrozma. And I doubt Necrozma gets the KO on Terapagos. But then we can bring in Gurdurr. Or even Indeedee. No, I don't want to bring Indeedee back in. We still have the Psychic Terrain for now. Ooh, so close. And you... Calm Mind? Calm Mind? Okay. If you say so. Wild. 2 more turns of Trick Room, so Glacial Lance. Expanding Force is only useful if they swap. If they swap in Instant, I should Tera Blast. Anything else, I should Moongeist Beam. Yeah, so I'll just throw Tera Blast just in case they bring in Instant. I'll be able to hit it with something. Moongeist Beam would be half of 75, so yeah, Tera Blast is still the strongest move. But that's only if they swap in Instant, which is perfectly valid, especially, yeah, Glacial Lance plus Expanding Force, Instant totally comes in safe. Yeah, okay, it is Instant. I get some damage on Instant, yay. If only I was the Meteor Beam set and I called that. That would have been cool. Terapagos Protect. Oh, because the Terapagos protected, so I Tera Blasted the wrong slot. I needed to Tera Blast the Koraidon slot because Terapagos could protect. Well, unless you swap in Rillaboom, you can't fake out. And if you do swap in Rillaboom, kind of crazy. So I'm going to Glacial Lance. Tera Blast Incin. I think that's the right play. Incineroar could, if it's like low min speed, it could be slower than Necrozma, but it's unlikely to be. Are you really gonna swap Rillaboom here? That's insane. Okay. Well, you get the fake out then into Calyrex. So I'm just gonna get Trick Room back up. Oh, you faked out Necrozma. That might have been a misclick. No, you fake out Calyrex there. Oh no. I think my opponent just misclicked and lost the game. Oh, the game's not over by any means, actually. But that's gonna hurt. Yeah, Incin's still alive. They have speed advantage now. Sun is gone, so they get to reset their sun. I could definitely take advantage of this grass, though. I could just double protect this turn. I could protect and bring in Indeedee this turn. Neither Terapagos or Koraidon are going to knock out my Calyrex into one. Guess you Collision Course and knock off. But do you double a slot? I'm just gonna protect Calyrex to get some more healing on it. And try to Trick Room with Necrozma. If they take out Necrozma, I'm actually okay with that. Then I can get Indeedee in. And I can just redirect Koraidon's hit, live whatever Incin does, get Trick Room up. And then have Gurdurr in for the end game with Calyrex. Yeah, it's all set up for a Gurdurr end game. Gurdurr's got this. And if they misplay here and double into the horse, they basically lose. Okay, yeah, there's Dragon Claw. Is your Life Orb gonna take you out? You were Life Orb, right? Your Life Orb is gonna take you out. Okay. Bye, Koraidon. Did not expect Dragon Claw into Lunala. They go for Parting Shot into the Calyrex that they know has Clear Amulet. They must have been calling a swap there or something. They must have been like, yeah, I made a big mistake earlier. I need to start making crazy plays. Do I need Indeeders? No. It's time for Gurdurr. Go, Gurdurr! Alright. I'm gonna sacrifice Indeeders and take out Terapagos with Gurdurr. That's the plan here. I want to take out their restricted with Gurdurr. They're probably gonna Earth Power, knock off, double up the Calyrex here, if I had to guess. I just protected. They can do the damage. That might get the KO. And since it might get the KO, that's why I want to get out of here. I don't need Indeedee anymore for anything. I could just use it as an extra protect for Calyrex. I'm giving up my +1 attack, but that's not really going to come in to play now that everything's at such low health. And plus, I want to use Gurdurr, so let's see if it can knock out a restricted here. You got this, Gurdurr. Yeah, Earth Power makes a lot of sense. Guess it's a knockoff as well, doubling up into Calyrex. Oh, they got Flare Blitz. Okay. And no burn? No burn. Okay. Yeah, we're not Guts. We're Iron Fist, and we took out a restricted. Good job, Gurdurr. And then, who's faster between Gurdurr, Calyrex? Calyrex is faster. So I'll set Trick Room so that Gurdurr can get the final KO. also the right play in case they had Protect this whole time. No, not Protect. Trick Room. Drain Punch. Battles just cancel. Oh, they don't want it. They don't want this Gurdurr sweep. Gurdurr was gonna take 2 KOs. Good game, great trainer card. Alright, we got Zamazenta, Shadow Rider. Cool. They got Incin, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Fire Pun. Pretty basic supports. Just a good stuffs team, really. Alright, Gurdurr with Wide Guard seems nice into the Cali. Muk seems nice into the Cali, but not so much into Zama. For Zama, I need to bring my Ghost. Do I ever drop Calyrex here? And just bring Necrozma, Gurdurr, Muk, Indeeders? I mean, my Ice Horse doesn't do much. Especially if we Tera Fire. Then we're weak to Urshifu. Necrozma Gurdurr or Necrozma Indeedee? If I do Necrozma Indeedee, I'm vulnerable to the Astral Barrage, whereas Gurdurr can Wide Guard it. I'm gonna go Necrozma Gurdurr. I think I want Muk Indeedee. This is gonna be a rough one. I'm leaving the Ice Horse at home. I don't think Ice Horse has what it takes against that team. They've got Incin, they've got Zamazenta, they've got Water Shifu probably. They even took a picture with Water Shifu. I assume it's Water Shifu. If it's not, then I guess it is water. Okay. Alright, then I guess I just Trick Room Wide Guard, right? They're going to... The question is, if they have Zamazenta in the back, do I need to preserve my Ghost typing here? I think I preserve my Ghost typing. I take more damage from Urshifu by preserving my Ghost typing, which could be a problem. I don't know. We'll find out. There's a Tera from their end. Hopefully it's defensive Calyrex and not offensive Urshifu. Yeah, there's Cali going Darth. That's fine. Here, have a Wide Guard. Hopefully you Astral Barrage here. U-turn from Urshifu is interesting. I'll take that. I was expecting to get Surging Strikes for like half my health bar. If this Wide Guard can block Astral Barrage, then we're sitting pretty, I think. Here's Rillaboom. Okay. Yeah, they have a lot to punish the Water Tera, so I don't want to pull the Water Tera. I'm glad I didn't. Astral Block. And we get Trick Room up. Now the question is, what do? I could Wide Guard again. Gurdurr might get faked out unless I go to Indeedee. Yeah, I could go to Indeedee now, get rid of their terrain, block Fake Out, get a Drain Punch into Calyrex. That's what I want to do. If I was a Conkeldurr, I feel like this would get a KO, but I don't think Gurdurr's going to do it. Just my guess. And after seeing the Wide Guard, they would want to switch to a single target move. They might not be particularly threatened. I think Close Combat would probably do it too. Maybe. Yeah, probably. But Iron Fist Drain Punch, we'll see what it can do. Hopefully they're not scared of Gurdurr and they don't just click Psychic/Psyshock into it here, but they totally could. That's what I'm most worried about right now with the play I'm making, is just Psychic the Gurdurr. live Drain Punch, Psychic Gurdurr. Yeah, they definitely live Drain Punch. Yeah, Conkeldurr would have done it. Close Combat would have done it. U-turn on Indeeders. Not a bad play there. Get your terrain back. But we know your Scarf Urshifu. Is your last bond instant, or is it Zama? Should be Zama. I'm bringing in Urshifu. They do Psychic. Alright, Gurdurr, you probably don't live that. And their Life Orb Calyrex. That's great to know. Because now I think Alluring Voice can knock them out. And I'll just throw an Expanding Force at the Urshifu. Yeah, if you want to swap into Rillaboom, go ahead. If you want to swap out into Zamazenta, that's going to take a bunch of damage. If you stay in, you just lose Urshifu. Yeah, you got to swap there. Into Rilla. Which is nice for the healing. Are you going to protect your Calyrex is my question. Yes. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Damage is damage. Damage! And the question is, are you going to fake out Indeeders? Stop the Alluring Voice. Got 2 more turns of Trick Room. I could swap into Muk. Muk doesn't mind. Tera Blast probably picks up Calyrex from here anyway. So I'm not too worried. Yeah, this covers everything. And keeping Indeedee around could be nice. Have to preserve Calyrex as much as possible. Honestly, their play here could be Woodhammer Calyrex. Not Calyrex. Woodhammer Necrozma. I get them confused a lot. They're the fusion guy. Yeah, actually, how do I win if they Woodhammer here? I need to. Well, I could always protect Alluring Voice the Calyrex, so they would have to call me to not do that. I could also go into Muk as the Calyrex slot. Oh, their Cali swaps. I feel like they're going to U-turn with Rillaboom, though. Hello, Zama. Knew you would have Zama left. Their plan is really well. That's negligible damage, especially in grass. Oh, they get the Woodhammer play. But I keep my Necrozma around for 1 more turn. I'll take it. If I go Indeeders and Expanding Force, I think it's my only play. If they Wide Guard, they Wide Guard, you know? No, because Moongeist Beam should take Rilla. Zama should protect you. But you could Wide Guard as well. Weird Bug Tera. That could help in the end game against Zamazenta, but we can't really damage it very well. Yeah, so I'm going to swap Indeeders in. But I'm going to Moongeist Beam the Rilla. I'm not going to commit Expanding Force. If Calyrex swaps in for the Rillaboom, this still hits that. Unlike Expanding Force. This will prevent Grassy Glide from having priority as well. No Wide Guard, no Protect. It should have been Expanding Force then. That's so sad. But Rilla down. That's something. The Body Press into Indeeders does it. I don't really see me winning this now. They just bring in Calyrex, and they Astral Barrage, and they Body Press the Muk. And the question is whether I would rather take neutral... Oh, Urshifu. Yeah, they still have Urshifu, too. There is no way to win this. No shot. I'm going to assume they hit Necrozma with Urshifu. Then I get to Tera Bug. Poison Jab the Urshifu? No, it doesn't make any sense. I need to run. I'm out of here. That game over. Good game to my opponent. Brought a good team, and you played it right. Good call with that Woodhammer, too. And good trainer card. Alright, we've got a Kyogre team. Landorus, Tornadus, Overquill, Volcarona, and Rillaboom. They don't have a second restricted, but you're not required to bring one. So this is perfectly legal. Rillaboom to override my terrain, a Dark type. Kyogre's terrifying on its own. But I think Wide Guard could help. And Necrozma being Tera Water is okay. But not great. I'm worried about what Kyogre can just do. So I'm going to go Calyrex-Gurdurr. I think the Wide Guard is my best bet at getting Trick Room up. And I definitely want Trick Room against a team like that. And then probably Necrozma Indeedee. Indeedee can block Fake Out if they go that route. Powers up the Necrozma pretty significantly since most of their team gets hit by Psy Spam. Muk, Tera Bug Muk is not awful. Moongeist doesn't really do much for me, but it's okay. It's okay. Moongeist is fine too. But I'm not feeling Muk here. So I'm going to go with Wide Guard Gurdurr, and hopefully Gurdurr can single-handedly win us this game. We've got Tera Electric Thunder Punch as well, so once we get in Trick Room, watch out. Get a trainer card. Alright, we've got Kyogre Overquill. Aggression. So they could Dark Move and Water Spout. Dark Move would definitely hurt. Do I want to Tera Necrozma? It's not going to one-shot, most likely. Do I want to Tera the Calyrex is what I mean. I think I do. Is that insane? Is it absolutely insane to Terrastalize here into fire? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't care. If you have Hydro Pump, you win anyway. If you connect it. So I'm going to do it. Yeah, the worst thing that could happen is like a powerful crunch ruins my day. Tera Poison. Tera Poison. Why would you want to drop your Dark typing? If you're going for Gunk Shot, I guess. Which would hurt. You could also take less damage from Gurdurr if that's what you're worried about. I don't know why you would be worried about that. But it's probably an offensive Tera, which is kind of scary since I Tera'd away from the Dark move. Maybe they're trying to catch Fairy Tera Calyrex. Ooh, oh, and it connects. Oh, this is gonna hurt. That hurt. And gets the poison. Their Life Orb Overquill. But at least we catch the Water Spout with Wide Guard. Ouch. So with that damage, Crunch might have KO'd. If we hadn't Terra'd and they had clicked Crunch. Alright, we get the Trick Room up. 53 down to 28. So we can live another turn of Poison. already took 25. So I'm going to Glacial Lance and Thunder Punch the Kyogre. Kyogre can't Tera around it. Anything you swap in is going to get hit by the Lance. Rillaboom is an interesting choice because it'll take a ton of damage and heal me if you don't hit me with Kyogre. If you're not. So yeah, that's cool with me. Now I can actually survive this poison even longer, maybe. I only need to get like 1 or 2 hits off to really do a lot of damage. Overquill could have just protected there. Well, bye Rilla. Thank you for playing. Now you see I have Thunder Punch too. Alright, 28 up to 40. So we get 12 from that. And then lose 25. So we'll go up to 27. And then back down to 2 at the end of this turn if we don't get hit. I'll take it. Plus we got the attack boost. That's amazing. I could even coach and then throw just a brutal Lance. But I think my best bet is to Glacial Lance Thunder Punch again. Big damage into Kyogre. If Kyogre swaps, that combo should knock out everything else they have. If I remember correctly. And Overquill is very likely to protect here. I wouldn't be surprised if I had double protect from Kyogre, but they're not going for it. So they're going to let me Thunder Punch into +1 Glacial Lance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are they slower now? No, they're not. Okay. Phew. That could maybe mess up my Necrozma. And they Hydro Pump into Gurdurr. You just let Calyrex live another turn. Thank you. I don't mind that one bit. Yeah, so I'll throw another Lance. If Kyogre protects, it protects. If it doesn't, it goes down. So then my best bet into Overquill is probably coaching, honestly. I know Calyrex is going down this turn, but I think getting a slight boost on the Glacial Lance is a lot more damage than Gurdurr can do into Overquill. So I'll use it as a pseudo helping hand this turn. Just to make sure Overquill gets out of here. Because then with Trick Room up, Gurdurr is still going to move before Kyogre. And with Necrozma and that Paralyze, it's very awkward because Necrozma's sitting at 75 speed. So we're still slower if they're max speed. But if they're modest or not max speed in any way, that Paralyze actually will make them go before Necrozma in Trick Room. Which is terrifying. But we still have the Thunder Punch to throw at them. So I'll probably do that. And let Necrozma do whatever it needs to do to the other mon. Or I could just go for the Indeedee swap. Expanding Force this turn. I think I want to. Because, yeah, they could move first. 73... I thought we were 75. 73, maybe, because that's 146. Modest Kyogre is 142. So if they're modest, they're still going to move first. Well, I think Expanding Force is the play. I'm going Indeeders and I'm going Expanding Force. I want to get rid of Lando, and that's my best bet at getting rid of Lando, right? Stronger than a single target Moongeist Beam. There's a lot of math on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I think it goes up to 120, spread brings it down to 90, and then terrain brings it back up. Alright, they are slower. They connect Hydro Pump. Necrozma lives! Yikes. And goodbye Lando, goodbye Kyogre. And Rillaboom's gone, and Overquill's gone. So that's it. Okay. Should have protected the Lando unless you're Scarred. Probably, I guess they could be Scarred. Whew. That was close. Good hits with those Hydro Pumps. Gurdurr, why'd you paralyze that thing? That made everything so much scarier. GG. And we are back. I think that was a great Gurdurr showcase. If you think it was a great Gurdurr showcase, tell me in the comments. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And anyways, I'm Jordy. And, alright. Peace.